All right, can you hear me?
So can you hear me?
Yes, I can. All right, you might see me twice, but don't worry about
Yeah, I do see you twice, sir.
it. Yeah,
Most
twice the
High in
flavor.
Christ. Pause.
Lord, God, you're right.
Most
Hey, so let's get into it. You know what I'm saying?
High in Christ, man.
Most High in Christ. All right, prison officer 1,000 Azab, prison officer 500 Tabawan Yahawada. You already know how we do it, man. It's not a Friday. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it crispy in the cold weather.
Con.
You know how the thing go. Yeah.
Con.
Unplugged from the what?
Unplugged
Matrix.
from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Right.
So brothers and sisters coming in, you know what I'm saying? You know the thing already. You know what I
Let
mean?
me go
Put
ahead and
up,
share it.
yeah, share, like, subscribe, do all of that good sweet stuff. We got some stories today.
Right.
We got some good shit today. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Um, you like this background, bro?
Con, sir. That's too wild.
You don't like the
I
pill?
mean, they both hot. I mean, I feel like if you can alternate
What about
between the
this?
two, woo, that's hot too.
All right, that's right. We're gonna keep it like this for now.
You can't go wrong either way. You cannot go
Right.
wrong.
So, yeah, brothers, give us a little synopsis as to what the stories are that we're gonna go over today.
Con or the one
Sure.
con. So if I may, let me just go ahead and share this to my
Introduce
Facebook.
yourself. Don't forget that.
Of course. So like I'm just sharing it to my Facebook real fast.
Con.
Con on the one con. Boom. Con, that should pop up. Most High in Christ. Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shabrakatah, all my brothers.
Look at that.
Yahweh Shemal, Atah Bashim, Yahweh Shah, all my sisters, man. Of course, this is the Unplugged from the Matrix podcast featuring myself, Officer of 500 Tabawan, and my brother, you know what I'm saying, the Adawan, Officer of 1,000 Ayaza Ab. Today is yet another episode of Unplugged from the Matrix, the show or the, you know what I'm saying, the dialogue where we show our people based on articles and other artifacts and things like that, and history as well, to show our people that they need to take their spirit out of America. They need to take their spirit out of this Western society, take their spirit out of the world. You understand? And we're going to get, you know what I'm saying, we're going to use resources and everything to show our people what should be right in front of their face after hundreds of years of oppression. You know what I mean? But in case you didn't know, no sweat. That's what the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana is here to do. It's here to, you know what I'm saying, put the mirror in front of America and also to show our people what's really going on in this place. So today, another very, very special episode. You know what I'm saying? Today's episode, is this a joke? It might as well be a joke. You know what I'm saying? It damn sure feels like a joke with everything that's going on in America. You understand? We're going to talk about, first that we're going to talk about, I got to bring up that disgusting piece of garbage, Chad Wheeler. You know what I'm saying? That piece of garbage so-called football player who basically committed attempted murder, right? He basically committed attempted murder on a sister. Nonetheless, committed attempted murder on his sister, and he is not being vilified at all. He is not being vilified. He is not being treated in any way the way that all of these brothers in the NFL have been treated over their domestic violence cases and things like that for however many years, for decades now. You understand? He's not being made a pariah. We're going to get an article that shows you the difference in how he's being treated by the NFL, even though, yeah, he got suspended, but you're going to see the difference in how they're dealing with him versus how they're dealing with other people. Salaki, sir. I'm getting a call from Captain Night Thought. Salaki, sir. Shalom on the one of the Christ.
All right, Musa and Christ. So, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, come on, sir.
Everything that we've been trying to teach our people is what we do in the UPK. We're gonna push this all the way out into the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? Even aliens, if they exist, you know what I'm saying, gonna have to learn the truth from the UPK. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Salakia, sir. Salakia. So yeah, so we definitely got to dive into that, man. Get some scriptures on that, and again, we got a lot of articles, right? But the main ones I want to focus on is, man, I'm sure a lot of people have seen this video. It is really like it's been viral, and it shows you the difference. A 9-year-old girl in Rochester, New York, in upstate New York, was pepper sprayed by the police in the back of a police car. I
Right.
repeat, a 9-year-old black girl was pepper sprayed by the police directly in her face. And it's a video. We're going to try to share it so everybody can see it. It's a video that, we're used to this as blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians in America, right? Out of one, like we've seen this
Right.
a million times, but our people still refuse to get the message. They refuse to get the message that America does not care about them. That these people that we try to put our trust in, and we keep trying to anticipate some change of heart on their side because of our fake, disgusting leaders. You know what I'm saying? Those Christian pastors and such. We keep thinking they're going to change their hearts, but in reality, they're wicked bastards who hate us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And every day there's a new story showing their true face, that they're wolves in sheep clothing, and that's why this show, we do what we do to expose it every single week. Then of course we got to get into the vaccinations. I got to talk to fake Israelites, Salakia. We got to get into vaccinations, and we got to show you, while you fake Israelites and some of our people who, who believe they're quote unquote woke, are running around talking about vaccines and they ain't getting the vaccine and yada yada yada. They doing all of that. Meanwhile, like Commanding General Yohanna said months ago, you're not even going to get the vaccine. What the hell are you talking about?
Exactly.
You're refusing the vaccine right now. I'm gonna bring out an article about wealthy people going to the ghettos and getting online to get the vaccine before the people who live in the community. Poor people, as in black people, Hispanic people, and Native Indian people, are being pushed to the side so that they can give the vaccine to the people who can pay for it.
Right.
So again, or whatever made up wokeness you got going on in your stupid head, you know what I mean? The real Tuskegee experiment, the real problem is that you're not going to get the medicine.
That's right.
They don't care if you die of COVID. So you don't have to worry about getting the vaccine because they're not going to give it to you. You'll be the last on the list. All right. So Salakia, we got a bunch, man. There's really one more thing I wanted to go into as well, man. I did want to talk about Nick Cannon and his foolery if we get time. Nick Cannon, man, is really, I've never seen, some of our first episodes, Adawan, if you remember, were about Nick Cannon and his, foolishness.
Right.
And right now he's right back at it, man. Like I've never seen this kind of backpedaling buffoonery and coonery ever in my life. I've never seen it.
Welcome to America.
Right, but I mean, just when you thought you'd seen it all, here goes another one. Another brother, by brother I mean an Israelite, another brother who is just kissing the oppressor's backside. You know what I mean? And just being emasculated in front of the entire world, and is quite disgusting. The last thing I want to talk about, I don't know if you saw it, but there's a viral video going around, man. I saw it yesterday. It wasn't even in the articles that I sent you because, I just saw it yesterday. It just went viral yesterday. A viral video, which we probably won't show because we don't want to get the video flagged and taken down.
Right.
But a viral video of a white man committing the most random act of double homicide you've ever seen in your life. This oppressor got into an argument, a verbal altercation, which turned in the span of 5 minutes into a triple homicide suicide. And we have to bring that out. Hey, Shalom, I got my brother Mahayar up in here. What's going on? What's going on, bro? We got to bring that out to show you, yet again, the proof is in the pudding. The ISUPK has been telling you since 1969 that this oppressor is the devil and that he's a violent, wicked, murderous, homicidal, maniacal bastard. We've always been telling you that. And you said, no, they're good people. It's not about race. Stop being racist. Well, they don't seem to care about trying to paint the picture that black men commit all the murder, right, Adawan?
Right. And if I may,
please,
that's one of the things that, I'm saying, at the end of the day, the UPK teaches. Like, I heard General Myman said it many times. Like, if we don't start profiling white people,
Mm-hmm.
the real crimes and the real how to say terror and terrorist attacks
Right.
not gonna stop because they're the
Right.
ones responsible for it
Con of the
inside
one
of
con.
America.
That's
I'm
right.
saying, but
Damn
over
right.
the years, we've been, I'm saying, it's been a stereotypical
Mm-hmm.
thing about black men. You see a black man with a hoodie or a beanie on, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
a white woman, she clutch a purse,
Right.
she cross the road. Like he's the filthy, disgusting monster.
Right.
When white guys have dead bodies in the basement right now.
Right. Con of one con.
They're driving around with a dead body in the trunk.
Con con. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So
Con con.
if America don't start profiling white boys,
Mm-hmm.
white men, white people, then stuff like the video that went viral will continue to happen.
Of course.
And
Con
it's going to
con.
become so like if I may,
Please.
it's going to become worse to the point where America's going to start eroding from the inside out. It's already
Con
begun.
con.
You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
It's just going
Con
to get
con.
worse.
Con. So you just hit the nail on the head with it, and so we have to bring that out to show, man, this white on white crime is crazy. But you never
Right.
hear about white on white crime. You never hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's a stereotype that, in the ghettos of America, black men killing black men, and we just the most vicious, monstrous. You got to clutch your purse, lock your doors, type people. But again, if you've seen the video, if anybody out there has seen the video, people are really like, shaken up by it. They're like, oh my God, this is so egregious over like snow. That's what this whole thing is over. You know what I'm saying? And this devil committed this act, and I read his obituary, and his obituary is calling him a good son and uncle. And no one is going to treat him or this situation, like you said, they're not going to start profiling 48-year-old white former military men.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is exactly what he was. He was in the Navy, right? He's a former military person who went off the deep end and murdered people. But they're not going to treat it that way. So of course we got to bring that out as well. But that's over. That's what we got for today's show, Adawan. You know
Most
what I'm
in
saying?
Christ.
Con out of
Most
one
in
con.
Christ.
Con. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go get myself a cup real fast.
Do that. So
Con,
in the meantime, I'm gonna just let our people know, for the past, I would say, year and a half, you know what I'm saying, Commander General Yana has been putting out a lot of videos, you know what I'm saying, on the Black Watch channel. And, some of them got flagged, some of them not. But the reason why I'm saying this is because our leader, who is Commanding General Yana, he has sacrificed a lot to get brothers like myself and Officer Tabawan and all our brothers and sisters in the UPK to the point where we are able to distinguish between the reality that the Most High set up for us and the fictional reality that America puts in front of us as a mirage through our Christian pastors and our so-called black leaders. Unplugged from the Matrix is an extension of Black Watch, if you have to put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Cross the Line Radio, you know what I'm saying? And all these other shows, you know what I'm saying? Or podcasts. Now, it's not about clout. It's not about trying to, you know what I'm saying, get up there. There's no getting up there in America unless you know what I'm saying, you have a penis in your mouth. You know what I mean? As a black man. So, having said that, I'm asking our brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, to participate when we have the show, you know what I'm saying? You know
I'm
what I
back.
mean? You can go to, you know what I'm saying, www.isupk.com for more info on the different schools, on your location and stuff like that, you know what I mean? We have different zones in North Carolina, Fayetteville, Charlotte, Durham, Raleigh, and so on and so forth, Greensboro. So just to support what we're trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Help the truth go out there. Help our people to get unplugged from the matrix. Help our people to understand the actual reality and essence of their existence. You know what I'm saying? Thus saith the Lord, and not the oppressor, and not anybody else.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? I just wanted to bring that out real quick.
Con, I'm back. Got my cup.
Gotcha, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. I hope did they see that on the screen? I don't want to advertise.
Nah.
I got my favorite drink. You know what I mean? Y'all don't need to worry about this. You know what I mean? All you need to know, you know what I'm saying, is it rhymes with plenty. Most High in Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
That's cool.
So, you ready to roll? Ready to rock and roll, out of one?
Let's do it, bro.
Come on, let's get into it, man. Piece of filth, man. Like, yeah, it's really not funny. It's not funny. But I think you named today's episode. You titled it so perfectly, out of one.
Right.
Is this a joke? And nothing we're talking about is funny. Not even those devils getting shot up in the middle of the street in the snow in Pennsylvania.
Right.
It's not funny. But seeing the reality versus what we're given or painted is this a joke? I mean, out of one, unplugged from the Matrix. I mean, could you come up with a better title? Like, we are living, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, so-called Native Indians, are living in the Matrix. They continually put something in front of us and pull the wool over our eyes. When if you just pay attention, there's glitches all over this joint that should tell you that something is wrong. So now we're going to get an article from Deadspin.com about this piece of garbage. I got to show this goddamn Neanderthal again. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, let me see if I can
screen share.
Let me see. I'm gonna give it a
go. While you're doing that, can you just okay? No, never mind. I got you, bro. Yeah.
I gotta see if I can share my screen. Let's see if it pops up.
Come on.
Let's see. Get that out of there. Oh,
you got it?
You know what I want? This should actually work well because I got my other screen. I got connected to the joint in the background.
There
so let's see.
Let's do it.
Let's see.
So
right now, so I can switch between the two, right?
Come on.
How do I switch them? I see me, or do you have to switch between them?
Once you put that on the screen, we're good to go.
It should be on the screen right now. Like,
all right, I got you. There you go.
Okay, Most High. See, man.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Man, this is the piece of garbage right here.
Yeah, show his face. Ungodly piece of dog.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, I'll go over here. Let me know if they're picking that up.
You coming? You're gonna see it though when it pop up.
Come.
You'll definitely see it when it pop up.
Oh, it's giving me some trouble. It's giving me some trouble. Like it's like moving slow.
Yeah, it would do that, but as long as you set the page to display, it's gonna display the page. Just bear with us, Baba Kasha. We getting some of the stuff on the screen for you guys. In the meantime, if you got any questions, you could type in your questions. You know what I'm saying, your comments. You know what I'm saying, big up, you want to big up, large up, you want to large up, small up, you want to small up. You know what I mean? Yeah, Unplugged from the Matrix, live, coming to you from the bowels of hell. All right.
I'm telling you, all one. Yeah, it's probably not gonna. Okay, looks like it might be coming up.
It's coming.
It's going so slow. I don't know
why. Where the page at? It's on in your browser, right?
Yeah.
Just move one page over to the monitor.
Con, I did, sir, but it's like I said, it's like freezing. We might end up having to I might just end up having to use my phone.
All right, no sweat. You could
time.
leave that Passover up. Just leave it just like that. It's cool. It's too up.
Okay.
All right. So, all right. I'm working on it. I'm gonna give it to you so you can go over the article.
I'm gonna go ahead and read the article. Yeah. This is a piece of garbage, right? You know what I'm saying? This is the Neanderthal. You know what I'm saying? This is the Neanderthal woman beating lunatic psycho, you know what I mean, caveman who tried to, you know what I'm saying, practically murder it. Not practically. He tried to murder that sister, man. This cat right here. All right. It says, this is from deadspin.com. It says it's pathetic that Chad Wheeler's name wasn't mentioned once during Roger Goodell's annual State of the League. The best way to figure out what's ailing America, I hate phrases like that, if I may. Ailing America.
America is a cesspool of evil. So ain't nothing else. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Ailing America, we like you can tell that, you know, it's like this person is even in their exposing racism, it believes that they're like a part of America. Disgusting. Salakia. The best way to figure out what's ailing America is to tune into the annual State of the League press conference that's held before the Super Bowl. At some point in time, a football game became the only annual event that transcends race, religion, gender, or creed in this country, as Super Bowl Sunday is the one thing we almost all do. But on Thursday, it was less about the topics that were discussed at the press conference and more about a very important one that wasn't even acknowledged: violence against women. Now, of course, you know they're going to flip it and turn it into some feminist nonsense.
Right.
You know, instead of saying violence against black people, violence against a black woman, they're going to call it violence against women. You know, they're going to treat it like that. You know what I mean? When this is beyond that, right? Because when these brothers or whatever get into these altercations, or when they've had domestic violence issues with black women, you know what I'm saying? It's always treated like, you know what I'm saying, the brother is just, again, demonized. But this white man beating down this black woman is not, they're not approaching it in the way that they should. You know what I'm saying? Right. But nonetheless, I digress. It says, former Seattle Seahawks offensive lineman Chad Wheeler's name wasn't mentioned once. It was as if he and what he did didn't exist. And then they show a sister here on Twitter with a headline on a Twitter or a post saying, "Is this making headlines everywhere, or I missed it? NFL's Chad Wheeler thought he choked girlfriend to death, kept eating food." This is the story. That's what took place, right? We're going to read more about it in just a minute. But the sister asked the question of like whether it's getting headlines, because it's not. It's not. You go to your different like mainstream news outlets,
right?
And it's like a afterthought. You know what I'm saying? It's there, but it ain't where it should be. When Ray Rice again got into that altercation with his soon to be wife, he was demonized and was on the news on ESPN, New York One, AP News, CNN, MSNBC, on every news outlet. He was the top story. You understand? There we go. Con, sir. Yeah, I got to figure out how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Can you hear me, other one? Salaki, so I can't hear you.
I mute my mic, but come.
Oh, come. Salaki, sir.
Hey, shalom. Yeah, Bashim Shabakata, Officer Sadak.
Let me stop sharing my screen. Come. No sweat. All right, yeah. So yeah, Ray Rice was the top story everywhere. Top story everywhere. But this bastard is not getting even half of that treatment. You understand? We read the story, we're going to see more that unlike Ray Rice got into an altercation with his wife. Again, at the time, she was his girlfriend. What he did was wrong. We're not condoning what he did at all. But the difference is he literally hit her once. They left together. She married him about a month later. Right? Again, not condoning what he did. A brother should never put his hands on his wife in that way. You understand? However, if you look at what he did and her reaction versus America's reaction, it's like night and day with this. This man, first of all, he just pled not guilty. He pled
not guilty to doing something that he obviously did.
Mm-hmm.
And because he's a white man with white privilege, this is the reason why we having this on the podcast.
We shall see. We shall see what happens. But the white privilege is definitely the word I was looking for. That's a perfect way to put it. White privilege, when you can commit a felony, when there's witnesses, when and then you don't even deny it. Like he didn't deny any of it. He said, "Yeah, I have problems and and mental health and you know what I mean, and I'm sorry for the people I hurt."
Right.
And then he's gonna go plead not guilty.
He's not sorry. Piece of shit.
He's absolutely not sorry. He has no remorse whatsoever. Absolutely none. And that's to be expected of him. That's to be expected of a piece of garbage like that, right? What's not to be expected is, or it's to be expected, but it's like you, as black people, yet again, we're always thinking like black people, and we're thinking, well, in terms of fairness. So we're like, well, you demonized and vilified Ray Rice, you demonized and vilified Plaxico Burress, you demonized and vilified Adrian Peterson for spanking his own child. You vilified and demonized Michael Vick for dogs. You know what I mean? All of these different brothers and all of the you vilified and demonized Chris Brown. You vilified and we can go on and on and on and on and on about all the brothers who have been given front page news. You know what I'm saying? Of this is the face of domestic violence. This is the face of animal cruelty. This is the face of rape. This is the face of every horrible thing, but they won't do that to their own people.
Well, Salaka, if I may, well, we're doing it now because the truth will come out. And the Lord is the reason why all this, you know what I'm saying, garbage, which seems to be a joke inside of America, is coming out right now.
Damn right.
That Neanderthal right there, that piece of garbage right there, that is the true face of every abominable evil thing that you can fathom in your psyche inside of America.
Khan. Well said, Adawan, because he represents white privilege. Like it's like right in front of our face. I'm gonna read on in the story. Slaki, if I may, let me just say, I see my brother Sadak up in here. Shalom, how about Shemal Shabakatah? What's going on? He said, can we speak on a 9-year-old that got? Oh, brother, you already know. Brother. I got it on the agenda right here. I got an article on that. We got to go into that. You know what I'm saying? That brother actually is the one who sent me the video of that devil spraying up the whole block. You know what I'm saying? And going on a murder spree. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Water for that. But of course, you know what I'm saying? Going back to this cat right here, man.
And Salaka, don't forget, brothers, share the videos. You know what I'm saying? Share the videos and let the people outside of the UPK get this information because they're the ones who need it. You know what I'm saying? We totally unplugged already.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Khan. Most High in Christ, Salaki. Checking this. That's too. Yeah, so he's a piece of garbage, and I wanted to get a scripture real fast if I could. I don't mind. I'll read it. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it smooth. I know with the audio, sometimes we have a little bit of a delay, so I think if it's too wild with you, I don't mind reading it myself. So I'm gonna go to Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. The scripture we use all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? To break down what our people need to do, and it's so prevalent when you see crap like this. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, sis. My rib up in here. Shalom, sissy. How is Shemal Latha Shemal Shah?
Shemal Shemal Shah.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together. Now we know, right? That right there, we know what it's talking about, but it really breaks it down in the next part. It says, "O nation not desired." That's what I wanted to get to, man. This whole thing, this whole system is not designed for us. And it ain't just about the Constitution. It's not just about the Declaration. It's not just about the laws. It's not just about the all the different legislation. It's literally about the spirit of this place is designed to hate Black people, to hate Hispanics, to hate so-called Native American Indians. It's designed that whatever we do is the negative, right? They call us Black. They call us Black, and you look in your dictionary and you see what Black always represents: the negative, the bad. You understand? And then we see how they're treated in their own place. They're not treated the same as us. So it says, I'm going to just read it one more time. Book of Zephaniah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired. You're a nation that's not desired. It doesn't matter how well you can dunk a basketball. It doesn't matter how fast you can run a 40-yard dash. It doesn't matter how good hands you got. You can be Chris Carter with the hands. It doesn't matter. You in America's eyes, you are a nigger. Ray Rice, as soon as Ray Rice was when that video came out and everybody started to turn against him, he became a nigger. He always was one, but before they can make money with him. But then they saw, well, put him on the field, people gonna look at us funny. We gotta show that, yo, we wipe our hands to this cat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to this dude, they didn't even mention him, you know what I'm saying, in the State of the League address. You know what I mean? Did you want to say something, Adawan?
La, you too.
Con, sir. I'm gonna read just a tiny bit more in this article, then we're gonna jump to the next thing so I can be done with this piece of trash. But I gotta read the description of what he did. And I want somebody to tell me what Black NFL player did something like this and didn't get treated 10 times worse. And if they didn't get treated 10 times worse, I'm not going to say no names, Ray Lewis. It's because they started to dance and tap dance and sing and shout and play tambourines and become a good old coon. You understand? It says now listen to this. The 6'7" 310-pound Wheeler was arrested and booked back on January 23rd after his girlfriend accused him of choking her unconscious twice. According to the police report obtained by ESPN, Wheeler was shocked when she regained consciousness for the second time. This is a quote. He thought I was dead on my bed and continued to eat dinner. When I ran into the bathroom, he said, "Wow, you're still alive?"
Right.
Wow.
And I think we had touched on that last week.
We did.
And we did say that we're gonna go over it this week. And again, just to prove how diabolical the oppressor is, he's amazed that she didn't die after doing her so much evil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That big, stupid, you know what I'm saying, Sasquatch looking piece of garbage. You know what I mean? Tried to murder our sister and it didn't happen. And guess what? He's like, God damn, you're still alive?
Right.
That's to show you that even in our destroyed state, we are chosen people.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm just saying that just look at the flip side, because that's a sister, that's a man. He has way more strength than her.
Right.
You know what I mean? And he tried his best to choke her out. And she was still alive.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Con.
That's the diabolical nature of these people.
Damn right, brother. Con. No, that's exactly what it is, Adawan. They're diabolical. So this is just one of two stories, where really a bunch of stories where it shows how diabolical they are. But all of the things we're talking about in today's episode are going to illustrate who's the real villain, who's the real murderer on the earth, who's the real rapist, who's the real domestic violence, who's the real face of domestic violence. Is it Ray Rice or Chris Brown? No, they're not the real face of domestic violence. It's the devil, the oppressor. Right. Who's the real face of homicide and killing? You know what I'm saying? The people who are the same race as you. Is it us? No, it's the devil with his Civil War, with his World War I and his World War II and his War of 1812 and his French Indian War and his Spanish War and everything else. He's he is the homicidal, killing, gun-toting. Smith and Wesson is not named after black people.
Right. And if I may, Salaka brother, you named a whole bunch of wars. The war on drugs is one too.
Come on.
The whole idea of the eugenesis program with Margaret Sanger and population control with right now, you know what I'm saying, the abortion rates of our black sisters and Latino sisters, you know what I'm saying, every year. That is a sign, Salaka, of genocide. You know what I'm saying? That is actual genocide. You know what I mean? Since 1972 up until 2019, I don't know the facts after that. We have murdered over 18 million babies.
Mm.
Now let that soak into your spirit when you decide you love blondie and blue eyes.
Right.
Anyway, keep going, brother.
Damn, but no, that's real out of one. Like you said, every vicious thing comes from them. Black man, you're not the I know you say, you know what I mean, a brother might say, you know, somebody the OG or something like that, right? I don't know, I'm old. I don't know if people still say that. But you ain't the OG.
Right.
You're not the original gangster. The original gangster is goddamn Al Capone and Lucky Luciano and Meyer Lansky. You know what I'm saying? The original gangster is, you know what I'm saying, is Bonnie and Clyde. You know what I'm saying? Devils who were robbing stagecoaches in the late 1800s. You know what I'm saying? You're not the original gang member. You know what I'm saying? The original gangs is the Dead Rabbits. You know what I'm saying? There was gangs.
Nancy, Ronald and Nancy Reagan.
Yeah, they're the original drug dealers.
Real.
They're the real, you know what I'm saying, crack dealers in America. Not Alpo, you know what I'm saying? Not Rich. Nancy and Ronald Reagan. You understand? And it's still going on today. Stop letting America is designed to destroy you, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. And this is just another example. They're not going to treat this devil the way they treat you, because it ain't about domestic violence. They feed us that story. Oh, it's about domestic violence. No, it's not. It's not about that. It's about you being a nigga, you being a spick, you being a wetback, and whenever you get out of line, we can't have that. But when they do something, he was mentally compromised. Let's see if that defense works, because it probably will. Salakia. Let me see where I'm at.
It's part of the system. They set up the system to govern their shit, and they don't even go by their own rules. So,
this is the last thing I'm gonna say on another one. As you can probably guess, Wheeler pleaded not guilty to the criminal charges of first-degree domestic violence assault, domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment, and resisting arrest. Again, no attempted murder charge.
Right.
He has not been charged with attempted murder, even though the sister told them he thought I was dead and was shocked when I was alive and said it. No sweat. Listen to this part, and then we're gonna clip this one.
And I want to have a scripture. You came up with Zephaniah what?
2 and 1.
2 and 1. I think it's 11 and 5.
Zechariah 11 and 5.
Zechariah 11.
Come on, sir. You want to read it right now? I can jump to it.
You got anything you wanted to go into before you?
No, I just wanted to finish the article.
Okay, go ahead. Finish.
It's literally just two paragraphs, two small paragraphs. It says this. It says his bail was set at a measly $400,000. $400,000. There are brothers in the ghettos of America dealing 125 grams worth of cocaine who get higher bails than that.
Right.
This is an NFL. I don't know how good. I don't watch football, so I don't know how good he is. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can check that. I'm curious.
Hey, nobody goes to watch the NFL to see white boys run around.
Of course not. But you know they got to put them big burly, you know what I'm saying, devils in there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. So okay, I'm looking at this. It looks like Chad Wheeler contract. Let's see how much money this. Yeah, Chad Wheeler. Chad Wheeler has an annual earnings of around $500,000. So yeah, so that's like a year's salary for him. You know what I'm saying? But he's been in the NFL since like 2017. So there's that. That's nothing to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to him. But yeah, $400,000 bail. He's been out of jail. He's been out of jail since he posted bond on January 26th. We just read a story last week about how one of the brothers who stormed the Capitol, he's still in jail.
Right. And this is attempted murder.
Is this a joke? Is this a joke? This is attempted murder, and he is out on bail right now on bond walking the streets.
Yeah.
This big square head, you know what I'm saying, dog-haired piece of filth. Last paragraph. I got to get over this one. I got to get out of here. You would think that after all that Wheeler has done and how the photos of the aftermath of the vicious attack have gone viral, that his name would have come up on Thursday. But it wasn't even hinted at.
Right.
Which begs the question, what's more shocking? The fact that Roger Goodell didn't mention Wheeler or that male and female reporters didn't ask him about it? Listen, all I know is this. If a brother had done this, like we said, he would have been front page, front and center, news, daily news, Newsday, you know what I'm saying, the Tribune, the Gazette. He'd be everywhere. And he'd be a
Good Morning America.
Good Morning America. All of that, Adawan.
Gil King would have it up in the air, but she's saying nothing about this though.
Oh my God, Con,
garbage.
Yeah, where's all these black reporters?
Yeah, where they at?
Where they at? Bringing this up?
Yeah,
nowhere to be found.
It happened to a sister, but if it had happened to Becky on the other side,
Con,
yeah,
the world
would know.
Flip it around. Let's take who's a big what's the cat's name that plays for? I think he played for the Ravens. I don't
follow none of that.
I can't remember his name. Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson. If Lamar Jackson had, I'm not saying he does have a white girlfriend. I don't know what he has. But if Lamar Jackson had a white girlfriend and he beat her within an inch of her life and was shocked that she was alive, he would have he probably would have got shot when the police, oh, by the way, they took 3 police to take this 6'7", 310-pound dude down.
Right.
They tried to tase him and it didn't work. And he never got shot.
Right.
We didn't even go into that. We don't got to go into that. That's just a little sidebar. Yeah, he got tased and it didn't work. It took 3 of them to bring him down and he didn't get shot. If it was Lamar Jackson and somebody got a call, 10-4, we got a white woman who's been severely beaten by her black NFL boyfriend, Lamar Jackson would be dead right now. You understand? And that's the difference, man. Absolutely disgusting how they've handled this whole situation, if I may, sir. You want me to get that scripture, Zechariah?
Khan, Baba Kashan, 11:5, I think.
Khan, other one, Khan.
2 waters.
Lucky. We go to it.
Yeah, Most High Christ. And that's the thing. You know, they do these things, and at the end of the day, they cry, ooh, boo, I have depression, I have this and that. Oh my God, I need help. Yeah, but when it comes to blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, hang them, kill them. You know what I'm saying? Execute them, send them to jail forever.
Oh, God.
You know what I mean?
I got it, sir. This is the book of Zechariah. I'm coming through clear, right? You can hear me?
Con.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Say what now?
Whose possessors slay them.
We are possessed inside of America.
That's right.
And if we try to think that we are not enslaved or possessed by a different race of people or different races of people inside of America, we are fooling ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all, the doctrine and philosophies that govern this place is not of our people. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we are accustomed to. But because of the transatlantic slave trade, you know what I'm saying, we've been taught all this extra shit. So like, you know what I mean? Fast forward to 2020, 21, we have our sister dealing with a white Neanderthal or Neanderthal.
Damn right.
And guess what happens? He's trying to kill her. He possessed her. He said, get down on your knees before me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what he said. That sounds like this is his possession.
Right.
He treats her like a car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Probably he treats her worse than a car.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he probably don't even want a mosquito or fly to rest on his car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he treats the sister like shit.
Right.
Get down on your knees, and then he chokes her, try to choke her to death.
Damn right.
Whose possessors slay them? The them are us, blacks, Latinos, and Native America. Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans inside of America.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? My brain rushing faster than my mouth. I'm gonna slow it down.
Come. No sweat out.
And the reason why our possessors will possess us and slay us and do all these horrible things to us is because, again, is our so-called leaders. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Our leaders are the ones who have married us to the system and the society and the people who are consistently oppressing and slaying us.
Damn
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
Come on, sir. The book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
And what?
Hold themselves not guilty.
Why is the Neanderthal name?
Chad Wheeler.
Chad Wheeler did not plead guilty. He pleaded not guilty.
Right.
After the sister gave her report, he choked me twice. And he thought I was dead.
Right.
And nah, man, I'm not guilty. I didn't do this. When all the evidence is against him, it took 3 police officers to subdue him.
Right.
So goddamn it, like what else? Is this a fucking joke? Slovakia.
Right.
Inside of America, this is how we're supposed to live inside of America, right?
Right.
Everybody's supposed to just do whatever they want with us, and then we're supposed to just, you know what I mean, turn a blind eye to it, don't say nothing at all.
Come.
Under the leadership of Commanding General Yohana in the ISUPK, we're going to cry aloud and we're going to say what is necessary, what needed to be said, so that our people can wake the fuck up.
That's
Slovakia.
Damn right.
Read from top.
Come. The book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Keep going.
And they that sell them say, Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not.
Right. So basically, is what I said. Just to reiterate real quick, you know what I'm saying? Our people, our leaders, you know what I'm saying? I ain't hearing Gil King coming up with nothing. I ain't hearing, give me some of them other prominent black journalists.
Don Lemon.
Don
homosexual.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
I ain't hearing none of them.
Right. Where's Al Sharpton?
Where they at?
Where? I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? The only people crying aloud against the atrocities that is going on with our people inside of America is the ISUPK under Commanding General. Yeah.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's it.
Come, sir.
You could drop that, brother.
Come, man. Come. I don't want. Well said. I don't want the water for that. You know, even these damn sports figures. I mean, I haven't seen nothing. Maybe they have, but I haven't seen anything from Stephen A. Smith. I haven't seen anything from, you know what I'm saying, these different sports writers and sports figures. Shannon Sharp. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe they have, but I haven't seen it. It's certainly, again, it's not plastered all over the news like these other brothers, man. But if it's to wild with you, Ottawa, I'd like to go to the next article and leave and stop talking about this piece of filth, man.
Baba Kashan. Which one we going to?
Now we're going to go to the 9-year-old girl. So now it's going to be the article that says, Salakia. Let me go to the text. It's going to be the article that says, Rochester mayor suspends police officers. NPR.
All right, cool. Hit it.
This one. You gonna pull a video up? I don't want.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Oh, most time, if we can get that, man, because I want the people to see this. I want you to see it again. I know you saw it already. You need to see it again. You know what I mean? You see, and this is another thing. Everybody talking about the video now. Again, we're not going to show that. We're going to talk about it. Everybody talking about the video with the oppressors shooting those other oppressors in Pennsylvania. You understand? And everybody's talking about how it's so terrible and oh my God, I can't believe this is just it scarred me. Well, this video right here scarred me.
Right.
Listening to, man, if we can, let me know if you can get it to run it. If we can run it first, before we break it down, I don't want that'll be too wild. You know what I'm saying? If we can.
Come. Let me see. Let me see what I could do real quick. Select it. There we go.
If not, I can give it a try too. What I can try to do is share my screen, but not share the other monitor. I think the other monitor, it might be messing with it because I think you told me one time, what's it called? The bit rate or something?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe if I just share it to the one monitor, it'll be too wild.
Okay, I'm trying, but
Having difficulty?
Slightly.
Can. I'm gonna go ahead and just
All right, what you could do? Go ahead to the
drop
story,
it
and
to
then we'll
myself.
we'll try and play the video at the end of the story.
Can.
If that's the one.
That's the wild, sir.
All right, most on Christ.
So it says so this is NPR.org. It says Rochester mayor suspends police officers who pepper sprayed 9-year-old girl. This is a frame. So again, we're gonna try to get the video up, but this is a frame from a Rochester Police Department body camera video that shows a girl handcuffed in the back of the police. So you can see it right there. That's the frame right there. This is first of all, I mean, see, when we read these stories out of one, it's tough because before I even get to the actual article, man, just the headlines, it's like, like we're living in hell in America. Black people in America are living in hell. There's no other way to put it. There's no other way to word it. Your Christian pastor's a lying, deceitful person.
Right.
It's all about money. So he taught you that hell was some horrible place you go to after you die and you burn up for eternity. Meanwhile, we've been burning up and getting shot and getting AIDS and dying of police brutality and every horrible disease you can think of in America for hundreds of years.
Right.
This is hell. Before we even get to the other heinous act that these cops committed against this child, that image you're looking at right now on your screen is a 9-year-old girl handcuffed in the back of a police car. A 9-year-old. You understand? Let that, like you say, Adawan, let that marinate in your spirit.
Baba Kasha.
Let that marinate.
Yeah.
A 9-year-old, this child, we're in 2021. This child was born between 2011 and 2012.
Yep. I would say the child was, 2012.
Again, I don't know when her birthday is, but I don't want Khan. So either 2011 or 2012. That's when this child was born. And now she is handcuffed before the age of 10. She is handcuffed in the back of a police car. You understand?
Now, we have a certain level of discipline and we have to maintain our composure when it comes to bringing out stories like these. As you said, bro, I don't really like to, cover stories like these. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Officer Kowal. Hey, Shalom.
Shalom. What's going on, bro?
Christ. Yeah, I don't really like to cover stories like this because, I personally, I have an 11-year-old daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I know brothers who have daughters around the same age. You know what I'm saying? And to imagine, just to fathom this shit in my psyche, I don't know how I think Christ would return immediately because something's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not a joke. It's not like a threat or anything. But I'm saying the inhumane acts that are going on towards our people consistently, whether Trump was in office, Biden now, Harris, all of that stuff, it's unbecoming, man. Like at the end of the day, these bougie ass, filthy, Christian Negroes and she-grows, they're not gonna say nothing. because it didn't happen to them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know when you're going to see them? When that shit happened to somebody in the immediate family or somebody inside of their household.
Okay.
Outside of that, they don't give a flying bird about nothing.
Okay.
They don't give a flying bird about any one of our people.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? In the Blacks, Latinos, and Native American community.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like, I just wanted to bring that. This is man. So like,
no, it really is. It's disheartening. You know what I'm saying? But it's to be expected in this place, and that's why, again, in the ISUPK under Commander Barakatha Yahweh White Howard Shah for the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, man. Because in this school, we're taught who the devil is. Right. Your Christian pastor is afraid to say it. Your goddamn mama is afraid to say it, and your goddamn grandma, your nana, is afraid to say it.
Come. Hey, you know Officer Coward, so like if I may say,
please,
stories like this burn me the F up. I haven't seen any pastor, pork chop, or rapper, so-called, what's that?
Conscious leader,
so like say a damn thing. You're damn right, brother.
That's right.
And that's you know what I'm saying? That's the thing though. Like everybody is, I'm woke, I'm this, I'm that. But when stuff like this happens, everybody's silent. Where's Farrakhan? Right. I ain't Farrakhan talking about this.
Khan.
I ain't Farrakhan. You know what I mean? Commander General Yohana is and his men.
Damn right. That's right.
You know why? Because we actually do give a flying bird about Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans inside of America.
That's right. Damn right.
So like to cut you off, brother.
Khan, sir. Hey, Grant Washington, welcome to the show, man. Grant Washington is shalom. I'm saying shalom. You know what I mean? No sweat, but welcome to the show, brother. But so we're gonna get into this story. But again, you know what I'm saying, that image is just messed up. It says Rochester. This is updated. It says Rochester, New York police officers involved. So Rochester again is upstate New York.
Right.
That's not New York City. Not that matters. I'm just giving our viewers, if you're not familiar with the area, geographical understand. Rochester's upstate. You know what I'm saying? Rochester is about. I've actually been to Rochester one time. When it was a rough drive. We drove from Queens, where I'm from, all the way to Rochester. It's like 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? So this is upstate New York.
I used to live in Schenectady back in 2014, and I used to go up there all the time.
Oh, come on. Most time crazy. It's cold. That's what I know.
I don't like the shit.
Yeah, you talking about it was cold, and I'm from Queens, and I went up there. I'm like, yo, I can't. The window started icing. I'm like, I can't do this.
Right.
But no sweat. It says Rochester, New York police officers involved in restraining and pepper spraying a 9-year-old girl last Friday was suspended Monday by order of Mayor Lovely Warren at a minimum until the conclusion of an internal police investigation. Quote, unfortunately, state law and union contract prevents me from taking more immediate and serious action.
Bullshit. That's a joke. That's a joke. Because it happened to an Israelite, a black child. If it was Becky or Tom, the place would shut down.
Right. That's
bullshit.
Right. Khan out of one Khan. They're playing. No, they're definitely playing that game. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna end up protecting these officers ultimately, and they're gonna. I promise you again. Right now, I bet you any amount of money, whatever small amount of money I got, that you can go to some board, some conversation board, some Reddit page, and you can probably see a bunch of devils talking about how this little girl probably deserved it. I promise.
And some black people too.
And some multi and Christ and some guys.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them bougie, high-hos, brown-nosed, nasty Negroes might be saying the same thing too.
The same.
Which 9-year-old girls deserve to be tased. Probably a lot more other things happen to her. They're just saying this and thrown in the back of a squad car handcuffed. 9-year-old. Who deserves that? This is why it is important for our people. The scripture you read earlier on, Zephaniah 2:1, gather ourselves together if we govern and police our own communities, man, listen, Rajon, he's gonna know the little sister and know her parents. Whatever wrong she's doing, he's gonna be like, yo, come here. I'm gonna take it to your parents. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not supposed to be out here doing what you're doing. She's not gonna be tased and handcuffed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But these animals don't care about us.
Right. And if I may, Ottawa, we've seen this over and over again, man. We've seen this. How many? Listen, we're not even going to go into the article, man. I got another article about some little. I think she was in 9th grade. Some high school girl getting slammed to the ground by a goddamn security guard,
right?
Or a cop.
I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? This one was recent, but then there was an old video happened in.
That's a new one.
It's a new one.
I remember Commander General Johanna brought one out on the grill.
When
it was the grill before Blackwatch.
Man, this is.
You know what? If you get it, just shoot
put it on the screen
to my email or text it.
I got the article. The article is in your text, but the actual I'm not sure if the video is in the article, but the article is in your text.
Okay, wait. Let me check it out real quick. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Black student who is not unconscious. No sweat, man. You know what I mean? We're gonna get back to the article, but absolutely, this is not this is nothing new, man. They do this to our little black girls because they don't look at our little black girls as little girls. This proves to you that the same way they said you were 3/5 of a man in the U.S. Constitution, you are still 3/5 of a man in their eyes, man. Just because they changed some letter of the law, some legislation, does not mean that they see you any different than they always saw you.
Right.
They always saw you as less, as just a little less. Salakia, Khan. They always saw us as just a little less than human, just a little less than them. You understand? And that's why a little black girl, and don't give me all this crap. They talking about the feminist movement talking about child molestation. They don't give a damn about child molestation when it's happening to black girls.
They're they're biggest child molesters.
They don't care about it when it comes to us. They're the biggest child molesters you can find. You understand? But they're never the face of it. They're never the face of it. They are never. Who's the face of child molestation? I'll give you a second to think about it. Oh, I know. R. Kelly.
No.
Go ahead, Anwar.
We know what they did to the brother because of what he did. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you know the biggest face for child molestation? Let's switch the shit. Joe Biden.
Khan. He should be.
Well, I'm saying it from a UPK perspective.
No, absolutely. Yeah. I'm with you, Anwar. You're absolutely right. He is the face to us.
Right.
To us, you're absolutely right.
That's how we start. We need to start looking at things. Because the stereotype that they have placed on us for centuries, we need to start getting away from it. All right. R. Kelly, Bill Cosby.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you, Anwar.
Right. So
we're gonna start
if we Silake, brother, go ahead.
Oh, please, Anwar, please.
I was saying, if we unplugging the people from the matrix, we're not gonna regurgitate the norm to them. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give them the pill that's gonna allow them to wake the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. Say less.
Right now,
Joe Biden is the face of child molestation.
That's what it is.
Donald
the feminist
Trump
movement and all of that.
Khan.
You know what I'm saying?
Khan. Damn right.
Salakia.
No, that's Salakia. No, Salakia is saying to you, Adawan, because you're absolutely right. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to teach our people something, but we got to change the narrative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to put it at how it's supposed to be. R. Kelly is not the face of child molestation. Joe Biden is the face of child molestation.
Damn right.
Bill Cosby is not the face of date rape. Donald Trump is the face of date rape.
Right.
You understand? But in America today, this right here, this story shows you the reason why they look at these brothers and they look at our people and treat them how they treat them. To America, a 9-year-old black girl might as well be a woman. She's a grown woman to them. And this goes back to slavery. Do I have to tell you about in slavery how they did experiments on our women? Right. Do I have to talk about you brought up eugenicist earlier, Adawan, like Margaret Sanger? All of that stems from what you might call you could call, what's a good word for like fake science, like faux. I can't think of, there's a word for like fake science. It stems from scientific practices from the 1800s and the 1700s that had really no sound anything, but it was all about using black people
As
as
guinea
pigs to prove that their laws about us being less than human were true. You understand?
Right.
So their 3/5 law that made a black man or black woman 3/5 of a human being, or only 3/5 of a representation in the government.
Right.
Eugenicists try to prove that scientifically.
Right.
And so they would show you that's how they would say that black women could endure more pain than their Caucasian counterparts.
Right.
Which black women are, but they wouldn't say black women are stronger, which is really what it is. Black women are stronger than them.
They'll use semantics and
right.
wordplay to make it, you know what I'm saying, acceptable.
Semantics and wordplay really to say, we're going to rip open your vagina so we can study vaginas.
Right.
We're going to, you know what I'm saying, take blood from you against your will. We're going to put you into Tuskegee experiments, and we know you have syphilis, but we're not going to tell you, and we're not going to give you medicine. Right? This is what they've been doing to us. So this situation right here is just another in a cycle. A 9-year-old girl getting pepper sprayed, handcuffed in the back of a police car. And you're gonna, when I read the article, you're gonna see just by how they talk that they don't see her as a child.
Right.
Salakia.
Get it, brother.
Come. Oh man, another tough story, but no sweat. No sweat. The suspensions came after city officials released police body camera footage showing the encounter between officers and the girl. Officials said that police were responding to a family disturbance and that the girl was suicidal and upset. They said officers detained the minor to assist her, and they were trying to get her to move fully inside a police vehicle.
Pause. It says officials said that police were responsible, so we're not responding to the family disturbance. The girl was suicidal and upset. Doesn't that mean that the child needs help? God damn it. Right. She needs help.
Right.
She don't need to be tased and handcuffed.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Like, what is she gonna
please,
no, I don't want to finish what you're saying.
No, go.
I was gonna say, what is she gonna, if she's suicidal, is she gonna choke herself to death? What is she gonna do? Once you have her detained, once her hand, even though you don't even need to do that, but once her hands are behind her back, how is she gonna hurt herself? She can't hang herself. She don't got a weapon. She don't got no knives. She has nothing that she can use. If they're, like you said, Adawan, if they're responding to her being distressed and suicidal, then they're supposed to be trying to help her to prevent her from hurting herself.
Right.
So in order to prevent her from hurting herself,
but you know what? These monsters, in their mind, as we said earlier, you said earlier on, she's not a human being.
Right.
I mean, they don't really care about that. You know what I mean?
Okay. That's exactly what it is, Adawan. It's let's get some more of this, man. This is insane. And they were trying to get her to move fully inside a police vehicle. The video released Sunday shows the girl crying and begging for her father. Officials have not identified the girl. The number of officers suspended and their names have also not been released. The incident renews scrutiny on the city and its police department following the death of Daniel Prude, a black man with a history of mental illness who died of asphyxiation after an encounter with officers in March. If though people don't remember, Daniel Prude is going to say it, but Daniel Prude was a brother who was, again, had mental illness and who was approached by police officers. And what did they do? They put a plastic bag over his head while he was handcuffed. And he died of asphyxiation. Asphyxiation meaning that, of course, he couldn't breathe. He was essentially choked to death. And that happened in that same area. Details of Prue's death were not made public until months later, leading to protests in the city. Several members of the Rochester Police Department command staff were terminated or left the department. This is a quote. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that for a 9-year-old to be pepper sprayed is okay. It's not. Said interim police chief Cynthia Harriet Sullivan said at a Sunday afternoon news conference. She vowed to continue to do the work to implement reform within the department to ensure incidents like this do not happen in the future. A domestic disturbance police call. I'm not making any excuses for what transpired, Rochester Executive Deputy Chief Andre Anderson said Sunday as he described the incident. He said police responded to a call Friday about family trouble at a residence in northern Rochester just before 3:30 p.m. The girl said she wanted to kill herself and her mother. Anderson said an officer at the scene made an effort to try to secure her. He said her mother was also involved. An officer decided to try to move the child to a police vehicle so that she could be transferred to a hospital, Anderson said, but the child thrashed around. From what was observed, it didn't appear as if she was resisting the officer, Anderson said.
Salaka, brother, is this a Caucasian female officer?
Yes.
Yes. These pieces of garbage, brother. Look at this monster. Look at the devil. You seen the devil, right?
She looked like something out of Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Come on.
She looked crazy.
Man, I'm going to give you a hand clap for that. That's true.
She looks like, you know what I'm saying?
Tales from the blood clot.
Yeah. Some kind of circus freak. But no sweat. Yeah. That's a Caucasian woman. It says, from what was observed, it didn't appear as if she was resisting the officer, Anderson said. She was trying not to be restrained to go to the hospital. The officer worn camera footage, which contains graphic language and disturbing images, shows officers trying to restrain the girl as she falls in the snow. The officers put handcuffs on her as she screams out repeatedly, "I want my dad."
That's all she wants. And the reason, Salaka, brother, this is so heavy, right? Because she probably grew up without a dad because of her mother and her mother dealing with the system, and you got to get the father out of the house, or her father is in prison, or something happened, whatever. She wants her dad. All they had to do was restrain the child, the sister, get her some help, let her see her father, because that's her request. So most likely, all of that extra energy that she's exerting, because she don't want to see all of that in front of her, she just want, guess who? Her dad.
Damn right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, these monsters don't hear us. They're like a deaf otter, bro. You know what I mean? They don't. I don't want to stay too long on this story, but just if you want to finish it up, and let's move on, because this is pissing me off. You got a video?
I think
Send me the link.
Come on, dear.
Come on, sir.
Yeah, text me the link, Babu Shah.
This is a different video than the body cam footage.
No sweat. At least we could show it to our people.
I just sent it to you.
Musa and Christ.
Let me tell you where the we can fast forward to, because this is a pretty long video.
No sweat. We'll just go through it. Damn. Go ahead, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god, man.
You have just give me a timestamp and read the article.
I would say started about go to about
Get back in your house.
about 5:50. You can start about 5:50 where some devil yells out to somebody who was concerned to get back in their house, man. And Rochester's, you know what I'm saying, from my memory, Rochester is like is somewhat of a black city. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like a fully black city, but it has, people don't think about it, but a lot of those places upstate have a very prominent presence of black people living in some of those areas. Rochester, Buffalo,
right?
you know what I'm saying? And
Schenectady, Amsterdam,
right.
Troy.
Exactly. And people don't realize that a lot of black people live in those areas. Blacks and Hispanics live in those areas, man. There's ghettos in those areas, man. Rochester is one of the poorest parts of the entire state of New York. You know what I'm saying? And what we're gonna see, man, is just man, it's just too much. Salaki, let me jump back to this article. Salaki. This is where I want this. Yeah, this is where I wanted to go. This is it. An officer. I read that part. As law enforcement officers try to get the girl in the patrol car, she pleads with officers to get the snow off her. She screams again and again for her father and says her arm is hurting. Now listen to this, and I'm gonna get a scripture. Because I cannot, man. We don't got camp tomorrow because we got major council, but I cannot wait to go to camp. And as soon as they release these cops' names, I'm gonna say their names, and I don't want, like you said, I am going to say that these are the poster boys for child abuse.
Right.
These are the poster men and women for child abuse. You know what I'm saying? Not Adrian Peterson.
Right.
It's these bastards right here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What this devil says is, it's like you said, is this a joke? He says, she screams in again and again for her father and says her arm is hurting. This is a quote. You're acting like a child. One officer yells at the child.
This is a fucking joke. A 9-year-old acting like a child. How the fuck you expect it? How you expect the sister to act? She's 9 years old. You expect her to act like a 50-year-old? These people have no type of, hey, bro. Anyway.
It proves that he or she or whoever the hell said it, they don't see us as, our children are not children to them because they're not even human. They're not even human. To them, she was acting like a child.
I think I got the video. You want to play it?
If you could.
Come. Oops, lucky. Let's turn this down real quick. Just bear with me. One second. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play it from over. It's fine. You said from 5 minutes?
550 around there.
550. Just bear with me, bro, real quick.
No, let's sort the other one.
Tell me if you can see it on screen.
I can, sir.
All right, most on Christ. So. Can you hear it?
La. I hear it now.
Oh my God! I'm not eating no crap. I want my dad. I want my dad. Okay. Wait, my mom, she's pregnant though. My mom pregnant. Oh yeah. Stop.
Look at these devils. They're trying to hide everything they're doing.
Lost for us, sir. Mom's still trying. Wait, please. You go help my mom. She's pregnant. You go help my mom. She's pregnant. Please. Let's go. Please. Get up. I want my dad. I want my dad. I want my dad. Car out here. I want my dad. One car out here. My dad. I want my dad.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can we get the part where she is getting in the car? I'm not sure if we can.
Let me see. Just getting in the car. The rest of the video is dark though.
Oh, no sweat. The whole video, no sweat. That's no sweat.
Yeah, the rest of this video, okay, all the way to the end. Like
Yeah, they probably covered it up.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, no,
and then it shows up with them cops walking around the car.
No sweat. No sweat. After the cop says, "You're acting like a child," the officer yells at the child, in quotation, "I am a child." The girl screams back. I got to get the scripture. I got to get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 50. I got two scriptures I gotta read on this, man. I got two scriptures I gotta read on this.
Come on, brother. Bring it up. Let's bring it up, bro. Shit,
Deuteronomy 28.
If this shit don't make you mad, right? If this shit don't make you angry to see what is being done to our brothers and sisters inside of America, you deserve, you know what I'm saying, the worst possible punishment as a black man, Latino man, or Native American.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Woman too.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance.
Mm-hmm. You want to break it down?
Yeah, I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna start from verse 49. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 49. The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from afar, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. Man, of course we know that eagle. Who calls themselves the eagle? Who is represented by the eagle? Always the devil. America, Greece, Rome, Russia, any place where they are, they call themselves the eagle. Man, that's that national bird. So he calls himself the eagle, and it says, "As swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand." Of course, when we came to the Americas, man, we were speaking Hebrew.
Right.
We didn't know nothing about no goddamn English.
Right. We
know
know English.
We didn't know no English, and we wasn't speaking Swahili. We were speaking Hebrew.
Right.
All right. Verse 50. A nation of fierce countenance. What is your countenance? Your countenance, of course, is your face, your facial expression. You can watch these videos and you can see
your demeanor.
So. Or your demeanor. You can watch these videos and see the fierce countenance of these devils. And see why this little girl is crying and screaming at the top of her lungs. I want my dad. Help my mother. She's pregnant. Get me out of the snow. And these devils show no remorse. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. Who the hell else could this be talking about? Who else?
Well,
what
based
other
on the
nation?
video, Salaka, if I may,
please.
Based on the video we just watched, I mean, I don't see Arabs doing that.
Right.
You know I don't see Chinese, you know what I'm saying, or Africans.
Right.
They too are filthy and disgusting, but the nation of fierce countenance that the scriptures is talking about is the oppressor.
That's right. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
Chad tried to choke our sister and pleaded not guilty.
Right.
Tried to kill our sister.
Right.
Now these officers were called to protect and serve, but they brutalized a 9-year-old girl.
Right.
Like, when the hell are we gonna actually wake up to the evils going on with blacks, Latinos inside of America?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying, get your asses in class, man.
That's right.
We have classes in every city inside of America, in the Caribbean, in England.
Damn right.
You know what I mean? This is where the truth is at. So like it, brother.
Nah, the one that's what it is. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. As a black people in America, man, again, we have too much compassion. Not too much, but we have it at all. We have compassion. We do. Don't believe the hype, man. You know what I'm saying? Shalom, sissy. How Shamal the thought about Shemal Shah. Don't believe the hype. We have compassion. We have it. We always have. I watched the show. You can go watch a show called Mindhunter about, you know what I'm saying, all these different serial killers and things like that. And at one point in the show, they're investigating these serial killers, and they said, well, what we know is, you know, based on our research, we're looking for a Caucasian male between the age of yada yada yada. And they said, well, why a Caucasian male? And he said, well, because culturally, blacks and Hispanics are too respectful, too compassionate, because the victim had been an older person.
Right.
So they're like, you know, it's not likely that they would kill someone who's that much older.
Hey, so like, if I may,
please.
So Baba Kasha, explain to me what happened, who was killed, and who they were actually looking for. Just so we get clarity on what you're talking about.
Okay, well, in the show, again, it's been a little while since I watched this particular part of the show, but basically, it was a team. The show was about the group of psychologists and police officers and everything, who were some of the first people to recognize the idea of a serial killer or a pattern killer.
Right.
And in this particular part, I think this is in the second season, what happened was somebody was going around killing, I want to say it was women, might have been older women or something like that, or older black women. I can't remember the exact who the victim was, but it was in such a way that when they investigated it, they said, well, we're confining our criteria for what we're most likely looking for based on psychology. And they said, we're most likely looking for a white male.
Oh,
because a white male.
Say that one more time.
And we're most likely looking for a white male.
And you know why I asked you to go back over that? Because I used to watch it too. I've never seen that one, but I used to watch it. And it shows that if America as a whole take some of the information from, you know what I'm saying, that series, they will be able to pinpoint every possible child molester,
right,
or murderer, or the dude who down south, it's Christmas or New Year's, whenever, and he blew up his truck.
Right.
We'll be able to pinpoint all of them, because at the end of the day, and you said something heavy, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans have the utmost compassion amongst every nation of people on the face of the earth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
That's a fact.
Come.
Even the video we just watched, so like, if I may.
Please.
The sister is on the ground. She's saying, please, help my mother. That's compassion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But these animals, you know what I'm saying? Hey, come on, man. A lion is going to eat a gazelle.
Come. Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? He's going to prey on the gazelle.
Come. So that's why the scripture we're reading is so heavy, because it shows you the difference between us and them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? America protects them because America protects its own.
Right.
But we're not America's people. We're God's people.
Damn right.
We're the Most High's people. You understand? And because of that, we have compassion. So when a brother, look at what's going on in Harlem. There was a story, again, not to go too far off, but a group of young brothers assaulted a woman in Harlem. It was on 128th Street in St. Nick. And that made more news than Chad Wheeler.
Right.
That brother has been arrested. They found him in Brooklyn. He wasn't even in Harlem. They found him in Brooklyn when they were responding to another domestic violence dispute. They made the connection, and he's currently locked up. That got more attention than Chad Wheeler. That got more attention than this 9-year-old girl.
Right.
But the reason why it got attention is because of us. It's on World Star. It's on The Breakfast Club. It's on all of our outlets because when we think of these things, the same people who America tries to paint as the thugs and the criminals, we have compassion. So when we see something like that, we say, oh, nah, man, you can't do that to a woman. Nah, bro, you bugging. You know what I'm saying? You do that to an older sister or something? Nah, man, that's not right. People rally behind that sister.
Right.
But you see these devils, not them. Where's your feminist movement right now?
Where they at?
Where they at? We read about when they tried to interject and say about domestic violence when it came to the NFL and so on and so forth. Well, this is a 9-year-old girl. Where's the feminist movement? Where's where's all your where's Candace Owens? Where's all of the?
I mean, she's lying right now with Lassie.
Right. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found while this sister is in the snow and then thrown in the back of a police car and pepper sprayed at 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my early 30s and I never dealt with that as a black man in America. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, the Most High just didn't put that in my life. You know what I'm saying? But this 9-year-old sister is going to have to live a life where she's going to have to tell her kids the first time that I was put in the back of a police car, I was 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? No regard. Yes, right there. Let me read this one more time. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Read a little bit more in the article, and we're going to jump to the next one, if I may. Salaki. Oh, boy. Where am I at? Right here. Where am I? Okay, here we go.
Whenever you're ready, bro.
Come on, sir. I am a child, the girl screams back.
Mm-hmm.
The girl, who was sitting in the back of the patrol car with her legs outside of the ground, refuses officer's command to sit back and move inside the vehicle. A female officer arrives and implores the girl to comply. This is your last chance, or pepper spray is going in your eyeballs. Come on, the female officer says.
Yep. It's not little Becky.
Right, because it's not little Becky. If it had been goddamn Matilda in the back of the goddamn police car, she wouldn't have said that.
Who names the child Matilda, by the way?
Salaki, I don't know. A few seconds later, the girl screams as she is hit with pepper spray and then begs officers to wipe her eyes. It isn't clear which officer sprayed the eye irritant. The police video ends with one officer exclaiming, "Unbelievable." We can clip it.
Wait. So one of the officers themselves said, "Unbelievable."
Mm-hmm.
Meaning what? It would be in the context towards that this child is disgusting, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Right. We had to unbelievable how she's acting.
This animal. You know what, you Christian leaders, you so-called black leaders, you are disgusting.
That's
just
right.
as diabolical as these monsters.
Damn right.
You know why? Because you have not stood up. I haven't seen none of you on CNN or BBC or nowhere talking about these stories that we're bringing out. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be like, oh, these Negroes, they're angry. They're in a cult. Okay. When Yahushua return and he give the order, hey, Aya, Tabawan, bring them hither and slay them before me. I'm coming to look for y'all. Because you're all the reason why we suffering inside of America. Filthy, disgusting Negroes.
Damn right.
Salaki.
Damn right. They're absolutely disgusting. And if you support this garbage, you know what I'm saying? If you support this and you call yourself a Negro, man, you should be a goddamn shame to yourself, man.
Right.
You should be a goddamn traitorous bastard.
That's right.
That's what you are, man. Good night, Salaki.
Yeah, we could get off that story.
We can drop that, man. I was gonna go to Deuteronomy 20 and 32, man, but no, we too wild.
Slap it on. Come on. Once it's the scriptures, you can hit the scriptures, bro.
Let me just read it real fast. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. So like, where my scripture at, man? Where am I at? Here we go. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Black people in America, if I may, Adawan, you are the true Jews according to the Bible.
Blacks, Latinos,
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, so-called Native American Indians. You are the true Jews. Go ahead.
If I may, bro. Our brothers and sisters on the reservation don't really like us to call them Indians anymore, so we just say Native Americans.
So-called Native Americans. You're the true Jews according to the Bible. You understand?
Right.
Because this scripture just said that your sons and your daughters shall be given unto another people. You just witnessed a video of a sister. You're looking at an image of a young Israelite sister who's been given to another people. We don't have any power.
This guy too. Remember this guy?
Yeah, that was in the same area. We have no power.
It's just,
you understand?
It's just
we have no power in this place to resist it. Because this was prophesied thousands of years ago.
Right.
That we wouldn't have power. Please, I don't want.
So like I don't keep cutting you off. I have a bad habit for that. You know what I'm saying?
No, you're 12. I want.
It has been prophesied over 4,000 to 6,000 years ago. And the reason why we have a problem with the book is because the people who took the book and try to teach us from the book, they have been teaching us lies given to them by the same people who just tased and pepper sprayed or whatever and handcuffed our 9-year-old sister and throw in the back of a wagon.
Right.
These are the same people who stormed the White House. These are the same people who gonna give you a paycheck at the end of the month. These are the same people that you pay rent to, cell phone bill to.
Right.
And even in Deuteronomy, it says that for want of everything, we going to have to go to them, to our enemies. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying all this to say the ISUPK has the undiluted truth, not your pastor, not your imam, not the Rastas, not Buddhist, what's the other one over there, Krishna and all them other gods. None of them have the truth to free our people mentally, spiritually, and even physically by not encountering harmful animals like the videos and the stories that we've been bringing out. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Salakia.
Nah, man, it's wild. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand. Just like in slavery, when the slave master would hold an auction, grab your child and throw them on an auction block, and you could do nothing about it. Like, I mean, again, we don't want to get too far off, but just think about that for a second. If you watch it, man, let that marinate in your spirit. We've seen the movies. We've seen 12 Years a Slave. Imagine one day you're with your child, then randomly you go to an auction, they grab your child, and someone else says, I don't want her, as in you, I want that one. Buys your child, you protest, and it's for naught. You get detained, put in the back somewhere, no one gives a damn, and you never see your child again.
Right.
And this is before the internet. This is before Ancestry.com. This is before all of that. One day you had a child, and now you
don't have a child.
You're gonna die and never see them again.
That too.
That's our history.
Fate.
Right. And it's still happening today.
So
your
if the
child
Bible
is... Come on, please.
Finish.
I was gonna say, if your child is subject to another man's rules, your child is not your possession; it's their possession. So if they
Right.
want to take your child and put him in the back of a police car, there's nothing you can do about it.
If they want to take a
Mm-hmm.
child and throw your children in cages and
Mm-hmm.
separate them from the parents, they'll do that too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
don't think for 1 second that the Latino tribes are not part of the 12 tribes.
Right.
We are the same people. They have just systematically separated us, divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean? But they suffer the same things that we suffer as black men and women inside of America and Native Americans. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. They suffer the exact same thing, man. Like we're going through it in this place. We're still in slavery in this place. You know what I'm saying? But we can go ahead and we can drop that. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see where we're going.
Where should we go next?
Hey, I wanna hear about Nick Cannon.
You want to hear about Nick Cannon? All right.
Yeah, let's jump on this idiot for a quick second.
Pause. No sweat.
Pause.
No sweat. Let's go see what's up with Nick. Let's go see what's up with Nick. First thing, I'm gonna read this article right here. This is again swiftly. I might even just read the headline. Like we don't even need to go into the whole article. Nick Cannon.
You know what? Since we on the topic of
that's what I don't want. I'll go ahead and just if you want to mute yourself, that's no sweat, man. We might end up talking about Nick Cannon. Who knows? We got a few things to talk about again. We're gonna clip it and not too long from now. But the point is, Nick Cannon, he got his show back. Again, after all the things that happened with that fool, you see it's right in front of you. This is not no conspiracy theory. This ain't no goddamn woke garbage. This is real. In the UPK, we deal with the facts and the reality. He had the brother on his show. He said that the real Jews were black. They went after him, and immediately he backpedaled, and he started to have Rabbi so-and-so and Shlomo so-and-so and this so-called Jewish person and this so-called Jewish person on this show to try to make up for it, and it worked. It worked. You know what I'm saying? He went on the coon trail, on the backpedaling, backside kissing trail, and it worked to his advantage. Because look, he got his show back. Nick Cannon, daytime talk show revived.
He's very good at kissing ass.
Yeah. Over anti-Semitic comments. It got revived. After controversy. He got his show back. He's back on television.
Is that the one with Tiffany Haddish?
No, I'm gonna read that one next. And that is basically showing the kind of stuff he has done and is going to continue to do.
Okay.
To keep his career. This is what happens when your leaders, the people you look up to, like entertainers and rappers and comedians and actors, you look to them when they have zero integrity.
None.
They have no integrity. They have no dignity. Wherever the money is where they're going to go. So you was convicted enough in your mind and your spirit to say that black people are the real Jews one day, and now you sucking Salakia. You blowing rod.
Yep.
For the devil. You straight up blowing rod so you can have a goddamn show. Good night.
Yeah, no type of integrity whatsoever. None.
Come on. Let me go to the Tiffany Haddish. This is the kind of crap he had to do in order to get the show.
We're not going to spend, so like if I may, we're not going to spend a whole bunch of time on Nick. I just wanted to bring it out as a follow-up because we have been, you know what I'm saying, covering everything when it comes to Nick, old Nicky.
Mm-hmm. It says Tiffany Haddish, who is a devil, not a devil, but she's not an Israelite. Right. Tiffany Haddish and Nick Cannon.
She's not an Israelite?
Mm-mm. Her father, which her father,
I didn't know that, bro.
Her father is basically an Elamite.
This is the problem that we have. This is why Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 3 is so very important. We should be mixing our seed with the
right.
heathens, man.
She got a black mother and an Elamite father.
This animal looks like one of us. Anyway, keep going, brother. Good night.
Tiffany Haddish and Nick Cannon launch the Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance.
The what?
The Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance with 170 other entertainment leaders.
Hey, Esau taking his foot. Esau taking his foot. Esau enjoying himself with these cool ass Negroes. You know what I'm saying? He enjoyed himself.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Because Nick Cannon has a huge following.
Right.
And if he can, you know what I mean, if Nick Cannon can blow, you know what I'm saying, them Jewish boys rod and the lawyers and all of that in the back office, and then, you know what I mean, they can hook up whatever. Guess what? A lot of brothers and sisters who follow Nick Cannon, I mean, they're going to be like, yeah, man, I remember wilding out and all of that stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick is on a different trail now. He's more conscious and he's woke. Nick Cannon is a plastic bag.
Right. Hey, I've never seen. Man, we done brought out some articles that this is crazy. We have been covering. Me and you have been covering this story, this Nick Cannon saga.
Right.
We have been covering this since before COVID.
Since before COVID.
Right.
Like for real.
And
brothers and Silak, let me say this real quick. Brothers and sisters watching, right? You all go back and look at the first set of Unplugged from the Matrix videos. We had extensive information on Nick Cannon. Videos, articles, everything. We dissected everything. You know what I'm saying? And fast forward to 2021. Look at this.
Right.
He tap dancing again.
Back at it.
I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
No, come on, no sweat. Back at it. He's been on a tap dancing trailblaze for 6 months. 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like over a year. Tap dancing trailblaze, and it is culminated with this.
Right.
It says more than 170 Black and Jewish leaders from the entertainment industry have announced a joint initiative to counter racism and anti-Semitism in the entertainment community. Entertainment industry notables such as Tiffany Haddish, Sherry Lansing, Herbie Hancock, Phil Rosenthal, Diane Warren, Jason Alexander, 24 Karat Golden, Gene Simmons, Billy Porter.
Good night.
Oh, snap. They threw Billy Porter in there. You know who that is.
They had to do it.
Nick Cannon and Antoine Fuqua. Who's Antoine Fuqua?
I don't know who that is.
Antoine Fuqua is the director of your favorite Black, I guess you could say like suspense gangster movies. He directed Training Day.
That's a black dude.
That's a black dude.
Yeah,
Antoine
I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Directed Training Day, I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Khan.
Well, Salakia. 1 second. Phone.
It's what?
I don't want to. Here we go. Hold up. Yup. Directed Training Day. Yep. That's what he's mostly known for. Yeah. And he also directed The Equalizer. So he's a known Hollywood dude.
Okay.
He's a known Hollywood dude.
Yeah, I messed with The Equalizer.
I didn't see the first one. I actually didn't really see any of them. I saw like bits and pieces of the second.
Both of them. Denzel is the shit.
Oh, no sweat. Well, the man, the director of that film is part of the alliance. Have launched the Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance. The Black Jewish Entertainment Alliance is a joint initiative by Black and Jewish entertainment industry professionals devoted to countering racism and anti-Semitism in the entertainment community. Film and art have always been about giving those unjustly attacked. Oh my God, this is a quote. This is a quote from the cat we just talked about. I can't
Come.
make it up. Film and art have always been about giving those unjustly attacked and marginalized a voice.
That's a lie.
As two communities that have long been targeted simply for who they are, the Black and Jewish communities are stronger when we stand together.
This
Stated,
is mad. You know that shit is madness, right? Because these Jewish bastards, they get over $54 million a year for Israel, our place, where they took in 1948. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
But we get looked at sideways if we want $600 in food stamps.
Right.
Which I'm saying, you know, I mean, to hell with the oppressor and his food stamps. But if you give in the survivors or the people who went through the Holocaust, you know what I'm saying, and so on, the so-called Jewish Holocaust, 6 million Jews died. You're giving them $54 million a year. You're funding the state of Israel. But inside of America, the people, the ancestors of the people who are right now, who died in the tune of 99 million coming over during the transatlantic slave trade, 6 million, 99 million, the difference is mind-blowing. You know what I'm saying?
And we got nothing. We get nothing. Let me say this again. Let me throw some personal experience in there for our listeners and viewers.
Right.
Myself, Officer 500 Thabawan, I'm from a Jewish neighborhood. I grew up in a section of Forest Hills, Queens, New York, that is predominantly made of Eastern European so-called Jewish people. And when I tell you that they were the most racist, Negro and Hispanic hating people that you've ever seen in your life,
I believe you.
In my own building, where my family was one of maybe 2 or 3 Black families at best, I was looked at like I didn't belong. Like they would see me and be like, "Oh, well, what is he doing here?" Meanwhile, my grandmother had been living in the building since the 70s, and now they talking about we better when we stand together. The so-called Jewish man has never given a damn about Black people. May I remind you of U.F.T.M. Hawkins?
Right.
Is anybody familiar? Does anybody remember U.F.T.M. Hawkins? You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not gonna go too far on it, but let's go. Yeah, man. Let's talk about
what's his name?
Yusuf. Y-U-S-E-F. Yusuf Hawkins. Hawkins. Hold up. Community. Yusuf Hawkins. No, Salakia. I'm thinking about the Crown Heights riots. Yusuf Hawkins was killed by Italians in New York. But there was a situation in Brooklyn, New York, in the early 90s in Crown Heights, where Black residents turned against Orthodox Jewish Chabad residents, resulting in a deterioration of already tense. Right, yeah, but see, this is Yusuf Hawkins, right? That's when he died in Brooklyn, in Bensonhurst.
Yeah,
right.
That's Bubblehead, right?
Yeah, that's him. That's him. Al Sharptone. That's him. You know what I'm saying? But look up, if you could look up, go to the Crown Heights riot. Crown Heights riot.
Yeah, the brother said that's crazy. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Black Jewish.
Yeah, Bensonhurst. My man, Officer Baaz, what's going on out here? How about you, man? Man? What's going on, brother? Yeah, that Yusuf Hawkins got killed in Bensonhurst, which is like an Italian neighborhood in Brooklyn. But the Crown Heights riot was Crown Heights is not that far from Bensonhurst. It's not close to it, but it's not far from it, right?
Okay.
But it was a race riot. It says black residents turned against Orthodox Jewish Chabad residents, resulting in a deterioration of already tense racial relations in the densely populated community. The riots began on August 19, 1991, after 2 children of Guyanese immigrants, these are black Guyanese immigrants, not coolies,
right,
were accidentally struck by a car running a red light. How do you get accidentally struck by a car running a red light?
That don't make no sense.
While following the motorcade of Rebbe Menachem Mendel Schneerson, the leader of Chabad, a Jewish religious movement, 1 child died and the second was severely injured. There was a huge riot in Crown Heights because black people were if you go to Brooklyn, you go to Crown Heights, you go to these areas going towards downtown Brooklyn. Anybody from that area, my older brother and my little sister live there right now. If you go to these areas, you got these Orthodox Jews, the ones with the curly sideburns, and they killed a little boy. I think it was a little boy they killed, and the black residents went crazy,
right,
and went off because they protected them. And to this day, they have parades and all kinds of. They got paid subsidies and things like that because of what happened. I think they ended up killing a Jewish man in response to that. Yeah, they ended up killing a Jewish man. Where was that? The riots were major issue. David Dinkins. Yeah, they ended up, a Jewish man got killed or whatever. But my point is, I'm bringing all this out to say, man, they always do this crap.
Right.
They always try to put us with them and say, well, we're better together. We go through the struggle together and racism and anti-Semitism and so on and so forth. When ain't nothing goddamn, them bastards, man, those bastards hate us and they use us. And if you look at the history, every time this happens, we side with them and they benefit. Now Nick Cannon and fake Tiffany Haddish, who's not really a so-called Negro, but her and Antoine Fuqua and all of these different people, what are they going to do? They're going to go and they're going to build up Jewish communities.
Right.
They're going to put money in Jewish people's pockets. Go ahead, Adamar, please.
What's going to happen to the south side of Chicago?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
What's going to happen to the hood, the project, the ghetto?
Come.
You know what I'm saying? What the barriers? You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
On the
Nothing's going to happen.
What's going to happen?
Nothing. No one's going to come. No one's going to say anything. No matter how much.
No one outside of the UPK is going to say anything. You know what I'm saying? But as long as we have breath in our lungs under the leadership of Commanding General Yohana, we're going to tell our people the truth.
Right.
We're going to expose all these foolish things that's going on. These jokes.
Right.
To them, it's a joke. To them, we're just, you know what I'm saying, coonery and buffoonery. So, you know what I mean? And they just require of us mirth, you know what I'm saying? And all this extra stuff, just to make themselves look good. Remember, everything that has been prophesied in the scriptures, some came to pass, some will come to pass, and notwithstanding the fact that our King, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, when he returns, we're going to see who is who and what is what, and who has the most power, who is black or Negroes on the side of the road yelling at the top of their lungs. We're going to see.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is a call to our brothers and sisters. In that day, if you ain't making your choice right now, which side you want to be on, is either you're with us or you're against us.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And I say that without fear or reservation because, you know what I mean, I'm on the side of Christ. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah.
Damn right. Con.
You could drop Nick Cannon, man. To hell with that shit.
Just drop Nick Cannon. Let's just clip it on one more thing, and then we can.
I got you.
We're a little bit over the time. I want to go into the vaccinations real fast.
Want to go into vaccinations?
Okay. Yeah, to show our people how foolish we can be.
All right, bet. Whenever you're ready, bro.
Con. Let me go to it as well. So our people are terrified of vaccines. Fake Israelites especially are terrified of vaccines. Scared of needles. You know what I'm saying? Like 6-year-olds scared of needles, no sweat. But as I just want to, we this is to show you that Commanding General Yohana of the ISUPK is the true leader of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and it is nobody else. If you are not in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, you are not in the truth, and you are in the world, and you are a Christian.
Right.
Commanding General Yohana said months ago, months and months before they even came up with a vaccine, Commanding General Yohana said that the vaccine would not be readily given to Black people. And all you all of, I'm gonna say though, I won't say you, those of us who are simple Negroes, we went on social media and said things like, "Oh, they're gonna force the vaccine on us. They're gonna force it on us." Man, I ain't taking no vaccine. Yeah, you're right. You're not taking the vaccine
Because you're not gonna get
because
it.
you can't goddamn afford it. That's why you can't. You're not gonna get the vaccine.
Right.
They're not gonna. When in the history of ever has the devil forced medicine on us?
Never.
Never. And if the vaccine is to some real outlandish conspiracy theorist Negro will say, "Oh man, they're trying to wipe us out, man. The vaccine is trying to wipe us out." If you watch I Am Legend, remember it was the vaccine that caused. Really, really, are you serious? You're not getting it. The so-called white man is lining up to get the vaccine. We're gonna read it. He's taking the vaccine from you. You don't got to worry about dying or getting Bell's palsy from a vaccine because you're gonna die just like your aunt and your grandmother from COVID.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen. Oh shit, we got my brother, Officer Ayaza Ab, Officer of 1,000 Ayaza Ab.
Hey,
he in here too.
Yeah.
You didn't tell him you had a twin brother?
Nah.
Come.
Yeah, that came out accidentally.
This is an article from the New York Times.
Right.
It says the wealthy are getting more vaccinations even in poorer neighborhoods. Officials acknowledge that the coveted shots are disproportionately going to white people and that planners' efforts to course correct are having limited effect. Course correct, of course, means when they're trying to disperse the vaccine to different neighborhoods. They're trying to put it in neighborhoods, but diverse neighborhoods, so that way it's not one race of people getting the vaccine. Because just like America's always been, America is still segregated. Sure, there may be laws, but Black people live in Brownsville. Hispanic people live in Corona and, you know what I'm saying, Washington Heights and certain parts of the Bronx. You know what I mean? Black people don't live in Bensonhurst and Brooklyn. You understand? Black people do not proportionally live in the Upper East Side or the Upper West Side. You understand? So this was an attempt to try to get the vaccine into areas, so different races could get it. It says, but course correct have had limited effect. As soon as this city began offering COVID vaccines to residents 65 and older, George Jones, whose nonprofit agency runs a medical clinic, noticed something striking. Suddenly, our clinic was full of white people, said Mr. Jones, the head of Bread for the City, which provides services to the poor. We'd never had that before. We serve people who are disproportionately African American.
It's a lie, bro.
Similar, no, it's not a lie, Adawan. When I say it's not a lie, what he's saying is that he has a clinic that is in the ghetto. It's always Black people. But with the vaccines, suddenly a bunch of white people are showing up. They're stealing the vaccines from niggas. And
so
Hispanics,
they don't live. Listen, let me get this straight. So they actually don't live in the neighborhoods.
Nope.
Right? So
right.
I lost my train of thought. But this is what I'm asking. They don't live in the neighborhoods,
Nope.
but they are the first ones, and majority of them in the lines when it comes to getting the vaccines.
Right.
From that particular clinic.
Right. To
Okay.
show you what America does and how it handles, how America treats its own versus how it treats its enemies and who it hates, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It says similar scenarios are unfolding around the country as states expand eligibility for the shots. Although low-income communities of color have been hit hardest by COVID-19, health officials in many cities say that people from wealthier, largely white neighborhoods have been flooding vaccination appointment systems and taking an outsized share of the limited supply.
So they're stealing the vaccines from the black folks.
They are stealing the vaccines from black people. Salakia, my rib, the sister Toya Mason said, that's how you know they don't know what they're talking about. There's a shortage of vaccines. These heathens are freaking out because they can't get it. Damn right. These heathens are losing their minds, and they're gonna go to the ghettos wherever the vaccine is, they're going to get it. Meanwhile, simple black folks arguing about the vaccine is to kill us.
Madness.
Is this a joke?
Now, Commanding General Yohana Silak, if I may,
please
already said this. You know what I'm saying? And for us to pull it in an article and read it 3 weeks after he said it, if he's not a prophet, if he's not next in line, Most High, Yahushai, Commanding General Yohana, as the leader of the nation of Israel, as a true priest and prophet who knows the scriptures inside and out, you know what I'm saying? Then I don't know what to believe. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
If he is not placed here to help us to wake the fuck up from all the shit going on inside of America with blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans all over the earth,
right,
then you know what I'm saying? I'm going to Mars.
Damn right.
No, I'm making it funny because is this a joke? Like, we need the vaccines. We are disproportionately affected by the COVID than any other race of people inside of America.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Come.
And now these fake Israelites, if I may, Baptist, I ain't gonna call their name out, but they know themselves. You all need to come back to the one body because the shit that you all been spewing, this is the reason why white folks hearing you, the other nations hearing you, and what you're saying. This is why we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group or any other group, period.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Because we need the vaccines. We need it. Because we're dying more.
Damn right.
But then y'all, meaning the other nations, flooding our communities, as the article said, which is what Commanding General Yohana said. They're gonna steal it, they're gonna hide it. The mob or these gangsters, whoever, they're gonna start selling it. If the vaccine is free, they're gonna have it on the black market for $200.
Right.
That's what they're doing.
Con another one. That's what it is, Ottawa. If I may, I want to read a scripture real fast. The book of Isaiah, chapter 42 and verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. Black people in America, Hispanics in America, so-called Native Americans, you are a people robbed and spoiled.
That's right.
You are a nation that from the beginning, all of these other heathens have just seen what? An opportunity to take from you, to steal what you deserve. They're not fair like you, and they don't have compassion like you because they're not God's chosen people.
Right.
And so when the scripture says the people robbed and spoiled, to be robbed, we know what robbed means. Spoiled means the same thing in this sense. So
To
be
be destroyed.
spoiled means to be destroyed by way of having something taken from you. When a piece of fruit is spoiled, it's because the nutrients in it have been stripped from it and taken out of it. Right? So we're a people who are robbed and spoiled, and Salakia, but some of our simple Negroes taught our people that they should be afraid of a vaccine. Are you kidding me? You taught our people to be afraid of a vaccine that they can't even get because we're robbed and spoiled. So what did you do? You let America off the hook. You let the devil off the hook. Please, I don't want
to. They played into the same thing that the oppressor is doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The oppressor is stealing it from us, and you're telling us don't take it so we can buy more.
Right. Right.
That's
what it is. That's what it is. And our numbers are going to be one West. There will only be one West. And anybody else that you try to listen to, any imam, any fake Israelite leader, any whatever the hell you want to call a Christian pastor or whatever, if he's not in the ICPK under Commander General Yohana, if he's not in the one body, if he's not following these laws, statutes, and commandments according to the Bible, as we've been taught since 1969 in here, he is a false leader. And you are going to die for listening to him.
That's right.
You understand?
Yeah,
Salakia. They are all of them snared in holes, and they are hid in prison houses.
Yep.
They are for a prey, and none delivereth. For a spoil, and none saith restore. Man, we're in hell in this place, and you think that goddamn they were gonna force medicine on us? Come on, man. Is this like Adawan again? Tawad title, Tawad, sir. Is this a joke? Is this a joke?
Let us know.
Let us know if this is a joke, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the Unplugged from the Matrix page, man. ISUPK, the Triangle, ISUPK Greenville, ISUPK Greensboro, ISUPK Charlotte, all of the ISUPK pages. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Commander General Yohana, you know what I'm saying? The Grill, or not Slakia, Black. Right now it's Black Watch, Slakia. Commander General Yohana, Black Watch, Cross the Line Radio, all these different platforms. Because this I gotta be in the Twilight Zone, I don't want. Wealthy people are going into your goddamn ghettos, into the projects to get the vaccine that you're not even getting on the line because you're scared. That's why they can do it. That's why they get in the ghetto.
They know you're not going to get into the line, so they flocking. You know what I'm saying? They're going down there, and taking what is rightfully due unto you.
Count on. I'm gonna get a little more of this, and we out, man.
Lucky.
Oh boy.
So what you gonna do?
Just read it. There's 2 more paragraphs and then we're done. We're done with this garbage. People in undeserved neighborhoods have been tripped up by a confluence of obstacles, including registration phone lines and websites that can take hours to navigate, and lack of transportation or time off from jobs to get to appointments. But also, listen to this. But also, skepticism about the shots continues to be pronounced in Black and Latino communities, depressing sign-up rates.
This is ridiculous. Salaka, brother. Go ahead.
Please. No, I don't want. Salaka, I've been talking. Go ahead, I don't want.
No, you're good, man. Break it.
Salaka, if I may. This is the scripture that says, there's 2 scriptures. Again, we're not going to get it because we're limited on time.
Right.
The scripture says, how long will ye love simplicity? How long will ye simple ones love simplicity? There's another scripture that says, my people have a zeal of God, but not according to knowledge. So it says not, I think it says not according to knowledge.
Knowledge, right.
So we have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. We are simple as I don't know what, and we will fall for anything. Rich devils are lining up in the ghetto and getting all the free vaccines they can,
right?
Because the article acknowledges that Black, and notice it said skepticism about the shots continues to be pronounced in Black and Latino communities. Right. Blacks and Hispanics, and of course so-called Native Americans, we're scared of needles. We're scared of needles because our simple leaders and people who are woke
Fake Israelite groups.
and fake Israelite groups
Yeah.
told us that we should be afraid of the vaccine.
Mm.
So now you got white people lining up in, whatever project building lobby to get the vaccine, and we gonna be just sick as dogs because we scared of needles.
Right.
One more paragraph and we out, man.
Come.
Let me see.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, on Plug from the Matrix. We also on Twitch live, you know what I'm saying, every Friday from 12 to 2 p.m.
Come.
Okay,
Yeah,
bro.
right. Early vaccination data is incomplete, but it points to the divide. In the first weeks of the rollout, 12% of people inoculated in Philadelphia have been black, in a city whose population is 44% black. In Miami, I think is it Dade County? I know it's Miami. I can never pronounce that one. I don't know if it's Dade or Dade, but Dade. In Miami Dade County, just
Dade.
about 7% Dade County, just about 7% of the vaccine recipients have been black, even though black residents comprise nearly 17% of the population and are dying from COVID-19 at a rate that is more than 60% higher than that of white people.
Mm.
Last sentence.
That's supposed to get the vaccine anyway.
In data released last weekend for New York City, white people had received nearly half of the doses, while black and Latino residents were starkly underrepresented based on their share of the population.
I think we're going to have to go over this again. I want to go over this again. I want to take my time with this because this is serious. You know what I'm saying? This is absolutely serious when it comes to our people. You know what I mean?
But that's all I got, Adawan. But some crazy stories, man. A heavy show today. Very heavy. This every story is this. It just shows our people. We gotta change our minds. We gotta stop listening to these false leaders, these fake leaders, these people who have no real interest in us, and we have to start listening to and following the real priests and prophets of God.
Damn right.
In the ISUBK under Commanding General Yohana,
That's
who risk our lives and sacrifice our time and energy to save our people. If we don't do that, then we're gonna continue to fall into traps that are set by our leaders.
Right. And the oppressors.
And the oppressor. Salak.
Yeah. Most High in Christ, man. Clap it up, man. That was a excellent, you know what I'm saying, show today. 2 out of 2, my brother, my co-host, my right-hand man, you know what I'm saying, prison officer 500 Tabawan Yahawada, you know what I'm saying. Most High in Christ to all the brothers and sisters who came in, you know what I'm saying, gave your comments and, you know what I'm saying, participated in the Unplugged from the Matrix podcast. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we do this, man. You know what I'm saying? There'll only be one West. You know what I'm saying? And again, don't forget, you know what I'm saying, the grill every Monday night. Salakia. Black Watch every Monday night from 9 to 11 p.m. On Mondays too, in the morning, you have Let the Hebrews Speak, I think from 10 to 12 p.m. a.m. What else we got? Cross the Line Radio.
Cross the Line Radio
every Friday, every
Thursday
nights.
Every Thursday night, Eastern Standard Time, every Thursday night from 9 p.m.
9?
It starts right after Commander General Yohana's show.
So it's 10.
I mean, 10. General Hyman's class. So I think you can say 10 o'clock, Cross the Line Radio. Of course, we got One West Radio. That's in California. Because of the time difference, I'm not exactly sure when it begins with their time zone.
Right.
But I want to say I think that's also Thursday, I want to say.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But we'll get the information on that and bring it out. If I may, Adawan, before we go, last thing I want to say again, of course, shout out to everybody that joined the show today. The water for all your input, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep typing in those comments, like, share, and subscribe to the page. You know what I'm saying? If you want to join us, you know what I'm saying, you could. If you're an officer, you know what I'm saying, or if you want to call in, you can also call into the show. If you're a sister, it don't matter. You want to dialogue with us, feel free. You know what I'm saying? That we want to proliferate this truth all throughout the earth, man. Help us do that, you know what I'm saying, by again liking and sharing and subscribing to everything. One more thing I did want to say also, right here. Let's not forget the
That would be the
50 cent
last. You save the best for last.
Salakia. You want to say something, Anwar?
Now you'll do it, but
Go
I
ahead,
want
okay,
to
come.
do a
Yeah.
shameless plug real quick.
Go ahead.
Don't forget, we have online radio streaming set up for the UPK. You know what I mean? We used to do our stuff on like Facebook and YouTube and stuff like that, but we took it to the next level. We're gonna be on Alexa. You know what I'm saying? We already have a website set up. We're streaming live right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just give you a quick view as to what it looks like. This is KR144 Kaboom Radio. You know what I'm saying? Basic, you know, it's a basic thing where you can go.
No, that's swap.
You go, you can listen to the live radio. You can listen to the show right now. Just click this button right here. You know what I'm saying? Listen to the show live. You know what I'm saying? It's UPK. You know what I mean? It ain't no extra stuff in there. So these are the different podcasts that we stream live once they go on. So we have Black Watch. You know what I'm saying? Once Black Watch is on, it streams live. You know what I'm saying? So if you have the app or you have Alexa, you could say, Alexa, play KR144. You know what I'm saying? Or just say play Kaboom Radio.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it will play it, and then you'll hear the Black Watch live wherever you are. Let the Hebrew speak. Cross the line radio. Unplugged from the Matrix.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? We got all the info here. You know what I'm saying? To my brother, Captain Nayatak, who gave the okay to get all this stuff done. You know what I mean? So we taking it over. You know what I'm saying? We pushing this truth all over through every type of medium that we can and platform, so that all people, you know what I'm saying, wake up to the truth according to our true heritage, history, and culture.
That's
you know what I mean? Then now you can plug in the Passover.
If I may, if you Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, let me just tell you, the place that you want to be coming up in the spring, April 24th, man, Houston, Texas, the ISUPK presents the 52nd annual Lord's Passover, man. It's going down. It's going down. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is not dealing with New York City right now. We usually hold the Passover in New York City, but right now, because of the COVID-19, the Lord is not dealing with that. So what? We had to move it. No sweat. We in Houston, Texas. We're in Houston, Texas, April 24th at sundown. The BH Ranch, 14149 Player Street, Houston, Texas, man.
I like the name of the street.
Yeah, man, I love it too, man, because I'm going to be a player on Player Street that night. I promise you. It's going to go down. It's going to be Tawab. I'm not talking about cars, but no sweat. Let me tell you something.
You need Jesus.
No sweat. Listen, again, that's 14149 Player Street, Houston, Texas, at the BH Ranch. It's going down, man. The tickets are $200 per person, right? If you come per adult, right? If you're 17 or older, it's $200 per person. Children get in free. I'm saying make sure you pay that fee or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But number one thing, if you Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, get there. That's the most important thing. We hope to see you, you know what I'm saying, in Houston, Texas, come April 24th, man. It's going down. So we wanted to make sure you let y'all know about that. All Israel is invited.
All Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. No little African boys.
None little Africans. Else. If your father's name is Abatunde or Matumbo or
come on, brother.
You know what I'm saying? Some kind of clicking noise, don't come through. Yeah. You're not invited.
None of that.
Yeah. No sweat.
We speak Hebrew.
Right. Come on.
Hey, Tuwada to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Tuwada to everybody who came in. You know what I'm saying? Hope to see you all next week. If you got any questions, you know what I'm saying, comments or anything, you can email us at I'm gonna put the email up. I don't remember it offhand. It's a new email. You know what I'm saying? But you could always text messages to the same number that I put on the screen with your questions or your comments, and then we can have them prepared, or when the show comes live, you know what I mean, just go ahead and hit us up. You know what I mean? Let's do this. This is our thing. You know what I mean?
Most high Christ.
And to you, Officer Tabawan, you know what I'm saying? Great show. to what for all the excellent stories that you pulled, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Most High in Christ. And with that, you know what I'm saying? I'm signing out. Hey,
Most High in
shalom.
Christ.
Yah Bashmi Shabakatam.
Shalom.
Yahweh
Yahweh
Shamatan.
Shikata.
Yahweh Shamatan Bashmi Al Shai to all the sisters watching.
Yahweh Shamata Bashim Shah. Shalom.
Shalom.